today's recipe, we're going to try roasted tea. Now the ingredients are really simple. All you really need is whole leaf green tea, or not whole leaf, just loose leaf green tea, which is this kind of stuff you get in a bag like this, not the stuff in the sachet. And then also what you need is some rice. Now I happen to have some brown rice right here. And the idea is first you want to toast the brown rice in the oven. And then after you toast the brown rice in the oven, you want to combine that with your green tea and roast it together in a little pan. Now, one of the things I've been adding lately is some sesame seeds because I think it's kind of tasty, gives it a little bit of extra flavor. The result of this is actually a tea that has a nice nutty, woody flavor. I understand that tea might not be everybody's favorite, but even if you don't like to drink tea, just keep on watching. Maybe this is an idea you might want to try anyway. So let's get started. All right, so the first step is for us to get our rice going. And I'm going to use my rice. I'm going to put just a little bit here. You don't need a lot, maybe a tablespoon or so, because you're going to be using this to make tea with. So you don't want to, you're not making rice. You're just using it as sort of a flavor to go along with the green tea. So that's about right. Maybe that's a tablespoon or so. Maybe a little bit more here. And we're just going to put that in the oven. Now I've got the oven set to 400 degrees. Let's get that in the oven and get it toasting. And then we'll get right back. All right, so it looks like the appropriate toasting time for the brown rice is about 4.5 minutes. Hold this up so you can see it. Look at the nice sort of golden brown color in there. It's got a nice toasted flavor to it. So let's actually get started cooking. Let me move things around here a little bit to make it a little bit easier so you can watch what I'm doing. Now, the key here is you're not going to be using any oil on this at all. It's just, you're just going to put the green tea directly in the pan. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of green tea on there. Again, a nice little coating, not going crazy. You kind of want to make enough for everyone to have at least a serving or two, right? So this, I found that about this much lasts a pretty good time for me. Maybe I'll end up with maybe 8 cups of tea out of this, maybe 9, depending. I'm going to turn on the heat and turn this down to about medium because you don't want to cook it too fast, but you also want to be able to cook it. So we're just going to let this roast for a little bit. Now the goal here is to get it so that the green tea has a nice little golden brown color to it as well, and you'll start smelling it. I'm going to actually add the rice now too. I'm going to put it all in there. This will probably come out with a much more ricey flavor. Because obviously if you put more green tea in it, then you'll have more of the roasted green tea flavor. And if you put more toasted rice in it, you'll have more of the toasted rice flavor. So let's just kind of go ahead and let this do its thing. And one of the things you'll probably notice as you're cooking this is that the rice will pop a little bit. Some of the rice will pop almost like popcorn, which I think just that cracks me up. Oh, you can't really see that. Oh, I dropped it. Anyway, you can kind of see it right there. See it? Oh, I keep dropping it. Anyway, you can kind of see it. There we go. Where is it? There it is. Oh well, you get the idea. I can start smelling it now. You can see that there's a little bit of smoke coming off this, so I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I forgot to add my sesame seeds, so I'm going to put a little bit of sesame seeds in there. There you go. Not a lot, just enough to give it a little bit of extra flavor. I probably should have put that in there earlier. Remember, I definitely should have put that in there earlier. The rice is all popping, so that, I'm going to turn this off, because this is the point where it goes from rice to burning rice. Just don't listen to this pan. I'm going to put it in a different pan to take it off the heat. And then let's let that spread out and let that air out. This is what you end up with. I think I cooked this one a little bit too much. But, so from here, you just let this cool off. And I keep mine in a little jar. And you can see this is a previous batch that I made. So when this cools off, I'll put that in a jar and then I'll serve up the tea and we'll have some tea. And that is how you make roasted tea. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you like to see more of these kinds of videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time. See you later.